Good evening from Hobbs Ice Center in Eau Claire. Zaleski Sports presents Big Rivers Conference Boys Hockey. It's the Crosstown Showdown tonight between Eau Claire and Memorial. The Old Abes come in with an overall record of 4-8-0, but they are 3-1-0 in the Big Rivers Conference versus the Eau Claire North Huskies, who are 5-5-0, 1-2-0 in the Big Rivers. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Bradovich, joined here in the Mike Sullivan press box at Hobbs by Mike Schwengler, former Memorial coach and current Team Wisconsin coach. And Mike, North versus Memorial. We broadcasted these games for a number of years. You've coached in these games for decades. It's a special night for the hockey community.
Well, I think, anytime you can get two crosstown teams together, and we've talked about this numerous times, these kids grew up playing together, different levels all the way through, and then you get to your high schools and one group goes one way and one group goes the other way. So, it's been bragging rights since this started way back in the day, and we're celebrating a 50th year of Eau Claire high school hockey in our great city, and there's a lot of alumni here tonight, and old and young, and there's a lot of young fans in the stands, a lot of youth hockey kids here. Should be a great environment.
Yeah, you mentioned the 50-year anniversary. And it was interesting. There was a pregame gathering of a lot of alums over at Dooley's Pub nearby, and it was just great to stop in there and see people from all different eras, former coaches, former players. Jake Dowell, who played for you for a couple seasons and moved on to play for the Badgers, had a stint in the NHL. But coming back for something like that, I just think it shows how important hockey has been in this community for 50 years.
Well, just thinking about that, the interesting part about it, Bob, is even going through into the youth ranks. I was fortunate enough to coach at Eau Claire Memorial for 24, 25 years, and I could count on one hand how many second-generation hockey players there were. And you look at the rosters here tonight and go down into the youth, it's probably still 90% first-year generation hockey players, and it's not like that in different areas. So it's the success that teams have had with that first generation. They're not a Superior, they're not a Madison Memorial back in the day, and places like that where you're on your second, fourth, fifth, seventh generation hockey players. So
I think we're getting there, though, because, I've seen, guys that you coach, guys that played for North, their kids are starting in youth hockey, and they're at the Mite in the Squirt Lab. So that's coming. But I guess it's just part of the whole building process.
But do you think 50 years, and we're still in that 90% first-generation hockey? It blows the mind of the success that Eau Claire hockey has had.
Let's talk about tonight's game, Mike. Old Abes, they've done okay in the Big Rivers, just the one loss to Hudson. So they're 3-1, they're sitting in second place, but 4-8-0 overall, playing a really tough schedule against some of the powerful teams around the state. How much can Memorial benefit from playing that tough competition?
Well, you're playing that tough competition. You're playing, bigger, quicker, faster, stronger, and they haven't fared so well, but they're going to come back to some home cooking. We have the national anthem here, Bob.
Well, and to pick up on that thought, Mike, again, Memorial played some really tough competition over the holidays. The wins weren't there, but how can they benefit?
Well, I think part of the process is figuring out what you have and where you're going with what you have. They're not going to outscore better teams talent-wise than they are. It's kind of proven in their record. So the ability to be able to keep the puck out of your net, lock down, keep your goals against low. And we talked before we started. What have they scored? 18 goals total this year, and so you're not going to score a lot of goals, but you got to be able to defend the puck. And they have a good goaltender net. We've talked about Evan Madsen for a couple of years now. He's going to see that first puck. He's going to make that first save. It's what the defensemen and the forwards can do to help get the puck up and out of the zone.
Let's talk about the Huskies. We mentioned 5-5.
Yeah.
Overall, 1-2 in the Big Rivers Conference. This is a team that can put the puck in the net, but with them, it's almost like it's contagious.
Yeah, and they're a team that's going to score in bunches. They've moved some guys around. They have some good young talent coming out of what we talked, Eau Claire youth hockey, a couple freshmen. Their top 3 scorers are defensemen, so keep an eye on that tonight.
Garrett Stang for the Huskies, Luke Schemberger for the Old A's. Face-off comes back in the A's end. It's Caden Kruschke. Kruschke throws it up the boards. Huskies keep it in momentarily. Tucker Lossman trying to get it out of the zone, held in by Ty Hotz of the Huskies. Loose puck gets center ice. Flipped forward by the Huskies. Abe's with Matt Wonke trying to play the puck, and now coming out is Kruschke. Back to Wonke, scooped up by Halseth, and he'll play it in deep behind the Huskies' net. Landon Ivey between the pipes tonight for North, 2-1 overall record. Stretch pass far side for the Huskies. Goes off the skate of Colin Lazat. Now Woolley dishing out a check for North. Going back, Tucker Lossman for the A's. Plays it up the near boards. Mason Flannery. Now to neutral ice. Trying to get it to Lane Connor. It's second line out there for the Old A's. Pecor for the Huskies. Trying to play it forward. Here comes Wyatt Seymour. Wyatt Seymour. Centering pass, that doesn't click.
Bob, one thing the Abes have to be wary of, Cam Mosler. He's their leading scorer for the Huskies, and you saw in that shift, he's back, he's defending, he's up on the rush, he's the first guy on the forecheck, so he's going to be all over the ice, and it kind of looks like they're structuring their team. If he's going to have free rein to go, they're going to have guys picking up the backside, but they got to be cognizant of when he jumps, otherwise they're going to have some 2-on-1 chances for the Old Abes.
Cam Mosler, the senior, 7 goals, 6 assists for the Huskies. Abe's had a player lose an edge. Here's Haskamp for the Huskies. Haskamp trying to get wide. Drops it back. Eddie Eastwold had the puck at his stick momentarily. Now a race for the puck. Nolan Menard trying to get after it for the Old Abes. Cashton Troutline plays it into the Huskies zone. Getting after it there, Bennett Pecor of the Huskies. Now Halseth will scoop up the puck. Early stages, first period from Hobbs. Got a nice crowd here. Come on down if you're in the area. Otherwise, sit back, enjoy the game tonight on Zaleski Sports. Tucker Lossman scoops it up for the Huskies. Check that for the Old Abes. He loses an edge. Now an opportunity for North. Centered right out in front. Evan Madsen making the big save for the Old Abes. Matt Wonke now for the Old Abes. Coming in 2-on-1. Good stick work back there by the Huskies. And that was Cam Mosler with the defensive play. Lazat trying to play it in deep. We get our first whistle. It comes, well, maybe it's our second whistle. 14:28 to go, first period. Keep your home and valuables safe with SOS Security in Eau Claire. Protect against intruders, fires, water, and more. For every room, every door, and every window, place your trust in SOS Security.
This is the first time I've had the chance to catch or do a Eau Claire North game all season. I've caught a little bit bits and pieces of their practices. It looks early. They're going to do a lot of stretch passes, hang a guy out at the far blue line, look to chip that puck in and get in on the forecheck.
Abe's now coming in on the rush. Loose out front and tipped away. Played down ice, and we're going to get an icing.
Bob, it's been a few weeks since we've done an Old Abe game. we kind of have to talk about the injuries that they've had. Wyatt Sienko got hurt with an upper body injury against Chippewa way back early in December. Peyton Hulls got hurt right before the break, upper body injury. So those are two of their top 6 forwards coming into the season. So the coaching staff has had to do some scrambling here. You have Wonky playing with Schemberger and Hallstatt. You got guys moving around. They're trying to generate some type of offense.
And on that note, Mike, a change in the nets for the Old Abes. That's Connor Hebert, number 30. Didn't have a chance to talk very much about the goalies in our pregame, but yeah, Connor Hebert between the pipes tonight for the Old Abes. He's a 5'10", 150-pound freshman. How about that to play in a North Memorial game?
Sure, in the warm-up, Madsen took most of the shots, so I don't know if maybe he got hurt or this was the plan all along. I'm not sure. I mean, he's on the bench, so I don't know. That maybe it's Hebert's time. I'm familiar with Connor. He was one of our only Bantam goalie last year, and he's very athletic. He makes some big saves, and he's going to, first shot he sees, he's going to make a save on that one as well. A good opportunity for the youngster, and we've done a few Husky games in the past, and they've always gone with Carter Deuce to start the games. Ivy's come in relief. This is his first start that I can recall for the Intercity Clash, and his numbers look good this year too. So everything's adding up. You talk about the young guys. They got Halverson. He's put up some points for them this year, a good young hockey player. So all in all, they're a fairly balanced team. It should be a close game tonight.
Lane Connor trying to flip it in the zone. Huskies now with Easton Parker. Cross-ice pass to Wesley Tillman. Abes collecting their own end. Cole Oneman plays it to Lossman. Lossman off the boards. Held in there by Cam Mosler. Cam's younger brother Bryce, a freshman for the Huskies, also a defenseman, wears number 8. Huskies trying to carry out, hemmed in and neutralized by Flannery. Pass to Menard, he gets bumped off the puck. Cam Mosler sending it in. Here's Haskamp coming right in, shoots. And it's Connor Hebert making the save.
Big stop, got his blocker up there, deflected it up and out of play. Bennett Haskamp is another young one that's made the varsity roster for the Huskies. He was a Bantam as well last year, so a lot of young kids littered on both sides of the roster. A couple things, with the Abes, it always comes down to how do you defend in your own zone. You got to pick up that second and third guy. Don't get caught watching the puck. Huskies got a chance on a turnover early for a quick shot. 4 guys are standing watching. On the flip side, the Huskies got to be aware if they're going to pinch, they got to make sure they keep that puck in the zone, or the Abes are going to get 2-on-1s all day long.
Abes trying to clear the puck. Huskies doing a good job holding the zone. Now, Schemberger fires it to Wonky. Here's Wonky looking for Schemberger out front. Hemmed in there by Caden Magnuson, the defenseman.
Yeah, that's twice that Schemberger's popped it up to Wonky, and he's made the wrong decision with the puck. He's got to play with his head up and get the puck and give it back right away, or otherwise drive wide and create some space.
Halseth plays it around the far side. Carter Hayes now. Hayes through neutral ice. Hayes around one defender, but he's the lone Old Abe down there as Memorial's in the middle of a change. Hayes works the puck free. Here's Troutline. Troutline from distance. It was deflected right out front by Hayes, but deflected high off the glass. Another shot from distance, loose out front. Ivy gave up the rebound, but the Huskies able to clear.
So the Abes are getting some traffic. They're just not getting to the rebounds. You get that second guy there. I always have to chuckle. You're the coach on the bench, and you got a young guy coming by saying, no, we're good. Oh, no, you're not.
No,
time to come.
We're going to change.
Let's make a little shift here, buddy.
This is how we do it.
Yeah.
That's why the coaches make the big money, right? Make those decisions. Shot from the point. Missing near side, that off the stick of Flannery. Troutline doing a good job holding the zone. Huskies poke it free. Scooped up now by Cashton Troutline. Far side, trying to connect with Lane Connor. even play so far, I'd have to say, Mike. Each team with a decent chance, but pretty close checking game so far. Here's Woolley weaving his way through the defense, gets the shot on net. Aber turns that aside. Abe's can't clear. There's a quick shot. That was Eastwold. Again, kicked out of there by Aber.
Again, you got Mosler's down in the offensive zone. Shoots the puck, attacks the net. You got to be aware of that. Your high guy in the defensive zone has to pick up that guy. Hard thing to teach these kids now, Bob. It's not the puck that's going to score the goal. It's the guy that's shooting it.
Here's Haskamp. He'll backhand it in. Partial change now for the Huskies. Troutline tried to play it behind the net. Abe's able to exit the zone. Here comes Beglinger. Beglinger shoots. Stick save Ivy. Out to the point. Lossman. Big rebound out front, but Duffenbach couldn't get a stick on it.
Yeah, it's all about position. You come to the net, you want to make sure you're turned towards the net. You can catch backhand or forehand. If your feet are turned away from the net, it's tough to catch one.
Poked free by the Old Apes. Becklinger lurking out front, held in on that far side by Menard. Here's a shot from distance, kicked out of there by Ivy. Here's Lossman. Looking it toward the net. Huskies intercept. The puck hit the official. It's still hung up there at neutral ice.
A couple times now, he's a magnet.
Matt Wonky will carry in. Wonky shoots, big rebound. Schemberger the shot, great shot block there by the Huskies and Barrick Woolley. Right out front, they're trying to feed Schemberger. Apes collect at neutral ice. Wonky will play it in deep. Partial change for the Old Apes. Centering pass that gets deflected wide. Flip to the far side. Going back is Miles Olson, one of a number of freshmen playing in this hockey game. HS Fence specializes in chain link, vinyl, wood, and ornamental fencing. They have been providing commercial and residential fencing to the people of Wisconsin for the past 18 years. Contact them today in Fall Creek or at hsfencewi.com.
Bob, we always talk about getting kids driving to the net, and you look at what happened here. It shot rebound. Lossman's going to the net, but he's coasting to the net, doesn't get a free opportunity to put one home.
Here come the Huskies with Haskamp, throwing it far side, was trying to get it down to Eastwald. And going back for the puck now is Bryce Mosler. Plays it up the far boards.
Brother combination.
Yeah, you got Bryce and Cam out there.
Mosler to Mosler. Mosler on the rush.
Here comes Cam Mosler trying to get wide. Hemmed in down there by Wyatt Seymour of the Old Apes. Puck battle in the corner. Haskamp still working hard for it for the Huskies. Abe's able to wedge it free. Now they poke it ahead. Here comes Lane Connor. Connor looking to get wide. Hemmed in down low by Bryce Mosler. Abe's trying to work the puck free.
That's it. They're going to get one.
And we're going to get our first penalty of the hockey game right there.
Grab a mask, grab a shoulder, grab a helmet. You're going to get called every time.
So the penalty is 7:40 remaining in the period. Mason Flannery is going to go to the box.
I'm guessing holding, interference, grabbing. Grabbing's not a penalty, holding. So a chance to see the Huskies here on the power play with looks like Stang, Parker, Cam Mosler checking numbers. It's more of a veteran group staying out there. I'm assuming what they're going to be looking for is they're going to roll Mosler up top and let him blast it. He can let it fly, get some traffic in front with some big bodies, like Lizotte. And I can't see this jersey. Ty Hotz, I think, yeah.
Huskies control off the face-off. Parker up top. Here's Hotz. cross ice. That one dribbled just wide, and the Abes are able to clear. North on the season, 26.2% success rate on the power play. Old Abes killing off 82% of their shorthanded situations.
And the one thing about the Old Abes, they tend to generate offense out of their penalty kill, so Huskies have to be cognizant of where they're moving the puck.
Huskies trying to jam it in, and they score!
Yeah, Bob, quick give and go. Mosler threw it down. 3 or 4, I can't keep track of these horns. Mosler threw it down, a give and go. You could hear it from up here. He called for it, which drew the Abes top forward on the kill down to him. I'm not sure exactly what the defenseman was doing, but he walked out. Eliza walked out of the corner. He looked to stuff it, and he got Hebert on the far side. So 1-0 Huskies. 35-second power play and a goal.
Colin Lizotte getting his second goal of the season to go along with 4 assists.
So, here we go. Who blinked first? Huskies got the first one. Are they going to generate more pressure? We've talked about how they've scored in bunches. Are they going to generate some more scoring opportunities? Or are the Abes going to come out of the zone? They've had numerous chances on odd man rushes, 3 that I count, and they never made a pass from an outside guy to anywhere. You can't play with your head down, and you got to move your feet.
Schemberger will dump it in deep. Cam Mosler got the first assist. I did not hear the PA announcer who got the second one.
Well, probably because your color guy was talking too
well,
much.
that could have died.
It was Easton Parker. Easton Parker should have. Okay. He threw it to Cam.
Right. We'll go with that, and we'll make it official between periods. In any event, it's 1-0 Huskies leading the Old Abes.
And the Huskies have a little bit of a jump here.
Oh, and right on front, couple big saves by Hebert.
Couple former teammates going at it right there. Micah Halverson got a beautiful pass. Tillman did all the work in the corner, beat the Abes defenseman one-on-one, made the pass to, I don't have my glasses,
Barrick Woolley.
Barrick Woolley. Yeah, Woolley I had. You need to make these bigger for this old guy. Barrick Woolley, beautiful pass.
You're younger than me.
Oh, well, yeah, but you have better eyes.
Well, okay.
I forgot my glasses. See, the memory's going too,
Bob. Okay, I can loan you mine. I got the cheaters. Either way, Mike, that's a huge save
yeah.
for Hebert.
Halverson's kicking himself because I know he's picked that spot up high on Hebert last year in practice an awful lot. But beautiful chance. Nice job on the Huskies' part.
Under 6 minutes to go, first period. Here's Woolley, the shot got deflected wide. Huskies now with a little jump to their game after that power play goal gave them a 1-0 lead.
Get the goal and sustain the pressure.
Abes throw it near side. Here comes Seymour. Seymour gets wide, shoots. Goaltender Ivy didn't know where the puck was.
It looked like it hit him off the shoulder in the top corner of the crossbar post, and it just laid out. Penalty coming up here on the Huskies.
Well, that's going to go on Bear Woolley right there. Comes with 5:27 remaining in the period.
Kind of pick your spots. Make sure the guy has the puck when you throw the body on. A little bit late on that one. Refs caught it. Now the Abes are on the power play, and if you want me to lead into it, their power play has been pretty much non-existent. I think we're in the single digits now.
No, it's up to 6.1.
Yeah,
it was 2 the last time we did an Old Abes game.
And we talk about if you don't have the skill level to whip pucks around, you can get it to the point and jam 3 guys at the net, set up a triangle around the front of the net, throw the puck on net, don't get a block shot, find which guy's open, and then bang it loose pucks and push it to the back door. You're always going to outnumber the opposition 3-2. Keep it as simple as possible.
Carter Hayes set up behind his own net. Hayes starts up ice. He's got Schemberger on his right. Hayes will gain the zone. Plays it to an open wing. Memorial able to hold the zone. Seymour up top. Schemberger. Back to Seymour. Schemberger up top. Near side they go to Hayes. North extending on this PK. Cross ice pass. Hayes takes a look, shoots.
Yeah,
deflected high.
And the Aves did a great job. Huskies are going to come hard. They're going to take Schemberger out of the equation by attacking him hard. Whichever side he throws the puck, they're going to bring their second guy, full speed, stick on puck, which is great for the Huskies, but the Aves have to recognize they had a beautiful pass down low, but Carter Hayes has to shoot that off the pass. The goaltender's out of position. The pass beats him. It's got to be a catch and shoot. You stick handle it, you're not going to beat him.
Schemberger will play it to Hayes. Back to Schemberger. Seymour now has got some space. Shot block on that far side. Nicely done, Caden Magnuson. Hayes to Schemberger. Seymour. Down to about 45 seconds remaining in this Memorial power play.
Well, here we go. Let's keep it going here, Bob.
Schemberger up top now. Back to Seymour. Trying to play it out front. Schemberger holds the zone. 30 seconds to go in the man advantage. This top power play unit's been out there a long time for the Abe. Schemberger shoots.
Hit the post.
Just wide. Yeah, it just grazed that far post. Schemberger again. Another shot. Save Ivy. And the Huskies able to clear.
See, it's simple like that, but those guys that are dive bombing from down low, those are defensemen coming from below the hash marks all the way up above the top of the circle. Their outside guy on that one, it was Flannery. He bumps out 5 feet. They throw it down to him. You got a 2-on-1 in front of the net on one pass.
So the Huskies able to kill off their penalty.
Offside.
Lazat will have to touch up on that delayed offside. Opportunity now for the Aves. It goes off the stick of Halseth. Halseth, though, poke checks it down deep into the north zone. Stretch pass to neutral ice. Lazat able to fight off an Aves defender. Thrown right out front, sticked away by Hebert. And a glove save by Connor Hebert. We get a stoppage with 2:42 left. Security Financial Bank, SFB. Whether you are starting a business, buying your first home, or saving for college, SFB has the bankers who believe in you. Learn more today at sfbank.com. Member FDIC.
So the jump that the Huskies got out of their power play and their goal, the Aves, that didn't look like a 6% power play. They moved it around. They had a couple nice chances. Schemberger goes off the pipe. Pucks were laying there.
Oh, now a couple trying to jam the puck in the net, and they wave it off. And yeah, that's the right call because
in fact, I would go as far as to say that's goaltender interference, and the refs are talking right now. No, I mean, you can't bowl a goaltender over when he's trying to make a save, and he got knocked in the back of the net. So, to me, again, face-off outside, but it should be a penalty on North for goaltender interference.
The official skated over toward the official scorer. Now he's back there. Yeah, it was a big scramble. Hebert made the first save and his second save, and then just so many guys are jamming away for it, and then it literally just ran over the goaltender.
Well, if I'm the Aves bench, I'm arguing how is that not goaltender interference? You can't have a free shot at the goaltender and knock him in the back of the net without a penalty.
Connor Hebert is going to go to the water bottle and get refreshed, and he's good to go. The faceoff will come outside the zone. 2:35 remaining in the first period. We expected a close game. That's what we've gotten so far. Pulled free by the Huskies, but scooped up by Lossman. He gets taken down, and Memorial will go back on the power play.
I think that's probably your makeup call there. They realized they missed one, and although Grimes did get a stick out in front, and Lossman went down. Either way, so you've had time to talk. Your power play group, as a group of five, knows what North's going to do now. your staff knows what North's going to do now. It'll be interesting if North switches anything, or they're going to go full pressure and see what happens, see if the Aves can adjust.
Cole Agronomus in the box for 2 minutes on the tripping. Abe's able to hold the zone. Now they get it out to Hayes. Schemberger sets up top. Back to Hayes. One-timer. That goes high. Seymour with it. Spins away. Lays it down low. Centering pass. Hayes. That was blocked by the Huskies. Now they will skate out. Instead, they just flip it down ice. It looked like they were going to skate it out, and then right in front of the bench.
So if you're going to settle for a shot from way out high like that, you're going to have to beat a big group of traffic in front. Nice play.
Well, look at the stick handling there by Seymour, and then a glove save by Ivy.
Or you attack the net. Like Seymour attacked the net there. They have, anytime they want it, a give and go out of the corner, just like what North did, but they can give that puck back and slide that guy to the backside. You have Connor sitting net front. Connor can bump out a little bit. You got him for a quick shot, or you got the backside. Either way, Huskies are going to play. They're going to come no matter what. It doesn't look like they're going to sit back at all.
Schemberger somehow keeps that in the zone. Seymour with it. It's worked off the puck by Magnuson. Aves work it to the point. Schemberger, Hayes the shot, kicked out of there by Ivy.
Problem is with a shot like that, if you don't have anything in front, you got nobody to reload on the puck, and they're going to dump it out every time.
Hayes skated into the zone. Carter Hayes getting wide, flips it on net. Up top, Schemberger. Over to Hayes. 35 seconds on the man advantage, under a minute to go in the period. Seymour. Lost the puck, held in by Schemberger. Schemberger shoots from distance. Ivy got the stick up. And a backhand attempt down there by the Aves, but Flannery. That went wide. Huskies able to clear.
Three-man change here for the Huskies, back with their top penalty kill group out.
Carter Hayes will carry into the zone. Hayes throws it into the high slot. Shot there by Halseth. I think Ivy just got a piece of it. Now a deflection by Wonky. The penalty is up on the Huskies. They have successfully killed 2 penalties in this first period, which is winding down in the final seconds here. And the first 17 minutes in the books. It's a 1-0 hockey game. Mike, your impressions so far?
Well, I don't think there's a real feeling out process here. North is going to be who they are. They're going to go 2 guys hard on the puck when they can get the puck in the zone. And they're going to look to run some give and goes out of the corners, find that trailing guy coming through the slot. The Aves are, kind of the same thing that we've seen the past games. They're a team that has scored goals on the rush. They don't typically generate a lot of goals by manufacturing down low, running stuff, going low to high and all that. They're going to look to transition on breaks. And they had chances. I mean, they had 3 chances. Wonky had it twice, 2-on-1s. Couldn't get the puck. And then I think Flannery had one too. And there, you got to cross the blue line with speed, and you have to drive. And I know these kids practice all the time. Drive the net, drive the net, drive the net. But in a game, you got to continue what you do in practice. So if I'm the North High Huskies, I'm pleased with where we're at right now. It's kind of quiet on the old Abe side, quiet in the stands. They've got the 1-0 lead. They popped one early, 25 seconds on the power play. 2 successful kills. If you're North, you're happy. Ivy's made some big stops. He's made everything that's hit him, other than one that got by that he had the post, his goaltender's best friend. So the one Schemberger shot, but otherwise he's made some nice saves and he steered pucks away from the net front.
I'd have to say both goaltenders, and you're talking about young guys who haven't experienced a North Memorial game in the past, that here they are, and they're acquitting themselves quite well. For and, sure. Again, a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
But the coaches obviously saw something to say, you know what, we're going to make that change, and we're going to see how that works, and we'll figure out things as we go forward. Right now here at Hobbs Ice Center, a number of alums for each team coming out on the ice. The organizers were trying to get as many people as possible, which gets sometimes a little difficult because people move away or they're living elsewhere, and some people are in town, maybe they have other things going around. But again, a really nice turnout. We got the North Alumni off to our left as you look at the ice, the Memorial Alumni off to the right. We even got an old school Memorial jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was way before my time. Way before my time.
And a really nice turnout of the guys that actually played in that first ever North Memorial game. For the record, it was won by the Huskies 5-1. And that was the 1975-1976 hockey season. And this was the roster back then for North: Jim Cleesby, Carl McMillan, Steve Marzinke, Todd Lindblad, Barry Chapin, Dan Cronenberg, Carl Chase, Chris Lindbald, Rich Jacobson, Mark Hotchkiss, Sean Chapin, Rich Qualheim, Terry Schmidt, Andy Blodgett, Mike Spears, John Albertson, Doug McMillan. Coaching staff: Daryl Madsen, Dale Madsen, Pat Hendrick, John Brenny, Bernie Reidinger, and Scott Bulldog Anderson was the team manager. Old Abe's roster that season: Jeff Larson, Mark Mitchell, Brent Crook, Randy Smith, Greg Nelson, Jay Nelson, Mike Hoff, Terry Hintz, Dwayne Pohl, Kurt Nelson, Brian Risty, Bill Jatron, John Helgrimson, Marty Miller, Bill Sleep, Dave Munich, Randy Lee, Ned Ostenso, Clay Espy, and the coaching staff: Doc Mitchell and Andy Anderson. And Mike, I think fitting that we're here at the Mike Sullivan press box.
He would have loved this.
Sully would have loved this, and he would have been in full storytelling mode with a lot of these guys. And
I remember sorry to cut you off. I remember one time back in '77, we were at River Falls, and
he had that encyclopedic memory. But and this was something that when they named the press box for Sully, and it was something that I mentioned to a couple of the interviews that I gave to talk about what Mike's impact was, is that by getting the games on the radio back then, he helped legitimize hockey. Yeah. It just hasn't had the same history in Wisconsin as it does in that state to the west of us.
Right.
So somebody had to, get it going. And obviously credit to all these people, coaches, administrators back at the time, people in the district, the people that built the arena, all this stuff. The old saying, it takes a village, and it takes everybody to kind of pitch in. And, but then to give it that little extra boost by saying, hey, this is worth, having a game on the radio and getting it broadcast and getting the game out there. And Sully was so good at painting those pictures with his words. Of course, he came from Edina, where they there's a lot of good hockey over there. So he grew up with it.
And so he went to school out east and was a soccer goalie.
Right.
And then came back this way,
Sure. So, again, it was neat. I popped over to the pregame gathering and chatted with some of the guys, and just again, good to see everybody, and everybody was in good spirits, and, good stuff.
Well, there's a few. Jeff Bernhardt out there, Jakey Dowell, the Steffen brothers, Dano, Bart, Ben, Brian Lee.
You get some young alums coming out there.
The Myers, Ben Myers.
Yeah, great stuff. And so, kudos to everybody that helped make this happen. It was, a lot of work, a lot of organizing, but.
Tom Kuklinski, Clay Tim. Clay Tim was doing still refereeing. He took a little time off and came back into it.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
Always good stuff. So, and I think the other thing that's good about this is that, the young players realize, hey, you're part of a history. You're part of something bigger than just yourself or your era.
Sure.
And it's neat to learn about that. I grew up in a town like that where you looked up to the old guy, then you'd see those old pictures on the wall and, the old black and white photos, and you realize, hey, there's a legacy here. There's a standard.
Right.
And I think that's what keeps it all going. So nice gesture by all the folks here at Hobbs Ice Center. Mike and I are going to take an extended break while they Zamboni the ice. And when we come back, we'll recap the first period and get you set for period number 2. After 1, Eau Claire North leads Eau Claire Memorial 1-0. You're watching Big Rivers High School hockey on Zaleski Sports.
New Gross Motors Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram Truck Showroom and Service Center is now open. Check out the new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram Showroom, Lounge, and Service Center. Rows and rows of vehicles, the best selection around, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff to help you through the buying process. Gross Motors in Neillsville now has the largest Chevy, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership in central Wisconsin, all in one spot on Highway 10 in Neillsville.
Hey, it's Brian Butch, former college and professional basketball player. Abbey Bank is helping provide local families in need with a meal this holiday season, and you can double your impact. Abbey Bank will match all monetary donations for a total of $2,000 made through the Wausau and Weston Abbey Bank locations by Friday, December 12th. All donations will go to Peyton's Promise in Marathon County. For more information, visit abbeybank.com. Happy holidays from all of us. This ad is sponsored by Abbey Bank, member FDIC.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair. Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
We're back with Better Halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
And welcome to Balanced Health by Dana. My name is Dana Besson, nurse practitioner for over 18 years, and I am here to help you achieve optimal health. Do you struggle with anxiety, unexplained weight gain, brain fog, joint aches or pains? I specialize in bioidentical hormone replacement therapy to help restore balance and achieve your overall well-being. Call or text me today. I offer free consultations. I offer in-person visits as well as virtual visits from wherever you are. Take the first step to feeling your best and call me today.
Schedule a tee time today at Whispering Pines Golf Course in Cadoc. This 18-hole course requires your full bag of gloves. It's challenging but fair and always well manicured. Hit the driving range and putting green to get warmed up. After golf, step into the clubhouse for homemade pizza, wings, burgers, and a large selection of appetizers that will keep you coming back. Then stay and watch the games on the big screens. Whispering Pines is a great place to hold your next golf or non-golf event. Whispering Pines Golf Course on County X at Cadoc. Just a short drive east on 29 from Eau Claire.
Hey, Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices? You got them. In-store, online. We drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big-name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline Motor Oils. All because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
Your business security not so secure? It's time to send an SOS to SOS Security in Eau Claire. With SOS's total business control system, you can lock doors, turn off lights, control thermostats, and more, all from the convenience of your smartphone. Contact us today and we'll design and install a custom business automation system for you. We'll even give you $100 off a new or upgraded system. From concept to completion, your business is secure with SOS Security.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile. Call us to set up your free consultation today.
The new Gross Motors Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram Truck Showroom and Service Center is now open. Check out the new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram Showroom, Lounge, and Service Center. Rows and rows of vehicles, the best selection around, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff to help you through the buying process. Gross Motors in Neillsville now has the largest Chevy, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership in central Wisconsin, all in one spot on Highway 10 in Neillsville.
Hey, it's Brian Butch, former college and professional basketball player. Abbey Bank is helping provide local families in need with a meal this holiday season. and you can double your impact. Abbey Bank will match all monetary donations for a total of $2,000 made through the Wausau and Weston Abbey Bank locations by Friday, December 12th. All donations will go to Peyton's Promise in Marathon County. For more information, visit abbeybank.com. Happy holidays from all of us. This ad is sponsored by Abbey Bank, member FDIC.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Dano. We are back at Hobbs Ice Center in Eau Claire, getting you set for period number 2, the Crosstown Showdown. Eau Claire North, Eau Claire Memorials. The Huskies, the home team tonight, leading the Old Abe's 1-0. Bob Radovich, Mike Schwengler with you here from Hobbs, and Colin Lizotte got a power play goal at the 9:55 mark of the first, assist to Cam Mosler, Easton Parker. Other than that, both goalies have played pretty well, and we didn't get a ton of chances either side. It looks like, we haven't had a lot of odd man rushes, haven't had breakaways. Teams are kind of minding their business and not getting caught on the odd man rush.
Yeah, like we had talked at the end of the first, the Abes had 3 odd man opportunities that ended up dying in the corner. Huskies have had the better of in-tight chances. The one early where I think, was it Lossman that lost his edge there, and there was a shot rebound chance. Abear made the save, and then the give and go out of the corner to Micah Halverson where he came up big. The big thing I think here, Bob, going forward, I don't know, like the Huskies are doing a lot of dump and chase when they get that opportunity. If it's not Cam Mosler leading the dump and chase, they're not really getting a lot of significant opportunity out of that. Cam has made a couple things happen that way, but they're pinching an awful lot, and they're holding an awful lot. And the Abes have made simple chips to get out, a couple quick passes, Schemberger to Wonky back to Schemberger, and then they got out of the zone, and they're getting past some defensemen. So if you're the Huskies, you want to make sure if you're going to go and you're going to have a guy hold or pinch, you got to have topside support, meaning you have to have a third forward high along with your defenseman who's sliding to the middle. So at worst, it's a 2-guy coming back out. They're getting caught a couple times with the 3-on-1s because they're a little bit over-aggressive.
Team's back out on the ice. We got 17 minutes on the board. We're going to take a little time just to let the ice set up here. Hey, big thanks to our game day sponsor, Oakwood Bank in Augusta and Eau Claire. Proud to support local student athletes. That's Oakwood Bank in Augusta and Eau Claire. Mike, as far as adjustments or tweaks, what, do you think either team's going to change much up here?
I don't think North will, other than the fact maybe they're talking to their guys, just what we had talked about. Make sure you have a third guy high if you're going to hold or pinch. if you're the Abes, you got to look at chipping the puck out, slashing, and finding that open guy, because as they haven't done since we saw, in that tournament in November, they've kind of gone away from it, and that's instant offense right there.
Cam Mosler, long pass. Lazat tips it into the zone.
Well, they said
sure thought he got the stick on the puck, but officials saw otherwise. Whispering Pines in Cadott is the perfect venue for your next special event. Now under construction, Whispering Pines is now booking events for spring of 2026 and beyond. Just a short drive down Highway 29 from Eau Claire. Whispering Pines Golf and Event Center on County Road X in Cadott.
The interesting thing on the faceoff here we'll talk about in a little bit.
Huskies trying to spring Lazat down deep. Now North trying to get it into the old Abe zone. They do, but they have to touch up on the delayed offside. Ty Hotz trying to get deep. Hemmed in there by Krushke. Around the far side, Lossman. There's a shot from distance. It took a strange carom and nearly trickled past Connor Hebert.
It's actually a big save by Hebert. Bob, he got his left pad out.
And you got a text between periods, Mike, saying Madsen tweaked something in the warm-up.
Yeah, Shane McLaughlin, who seems to have the know. We got to get him in on the production meeting.
I think we really should, yeah.
He's got all the inside scoops, yeah.
Yeah, he's plugged in.
You never see him, though, Bob. You never see him. Of course, he's chuckling at home right now, sitting in front of his fireplace.
Working behind the scenes is what he's doing.
So now we're looking at a little bit of neutral zone play here. Abes are looking like they want a Schemberger on the rush.
Schemberger the shot, glove save, Landon Ivey.
So a couple times that last shift, the Abes are looking to push it up. Problem is, when you switch sides from one side to the other, you're expecting your winger who's playing high slot to get out to the wall, to the point to chip a puck out of the zone. Hard to do. NHL guys have a hard time doing that, so high school is going to be tough to do too. Talking about the face-off here, North's got 3 forwards across. You don't see that ever, and they have 3 guys across on their defensive zone face-offs. They got their defenseman trying to cut off that winger, but then their other defenseman sitting at the bottom of the circle. If the Abes can just win a 50-50 here, they can go low to high and pop it out to their top guy for a quick shot.
Face-off to the left of goaltender Landon Ivey. Huskies control. Played up the far boards. Backhanded into the zone now by Tillman. Abes collect. Hayes plays it up the near wing. Into the zone now. Good rush there by Mason Flannery, but knocked off his stick at the last moment. Lead pass a little bit too far for Micah Halverson. And it's icing on the Huskies, and the faceoff will come back in their end with 14:45 remaining.
Yeah, Bennett Pecor there picked it up off the rush. Looked to hit Halverson. Halver's got to cut that, flatten it out a little bit where he can come up the wall more like a C versus a fish hook. Fish hook, you're looking over your shoulder, and 9 times out of 10 you're letting that puck go so you don't get popped.
Face-off control by the Old Abes. On the near side, Krushke will play it down deep.
So just what we had talked about there, that's exactly what you want to do, but it's got to be a catch and shoot.
Krushke takes a look, throws it out front, deflected just wide of the post. Abes had Beglinger parked out front. Caromed off of him. Now the Huskies will skate out with Eastwald. On the end boards, Krushke can't get it out of the zone. Held in by Gronimus. And we get a whistle on a stoppage with 14:12 remaining in the second.
No offensive zone. We haven't seen a lot of offensive zone power or face-offs for the Huskies here. Kind of interested to see how they're going to set up. Are they going to go with 3 guys across? Or are they going to swing a guy? It looks like they're changing it. Hotz is taking the face-off, staying on the wall. So traditional here. Abe's got to make sure they can get through. If you look at the face-off, you got Halseth, who's going to get cut off by Lizard if the puck comes through. I'd like to have your defenseman cutting that guy off.
Wonky wins a puck battle, throws behind the net for Lossman. Lossman off the stick of Halseth. Knocked down by Lossman. And more neutral zone play. Knocked down by Stang. He's bumped off the puck by Schemberger. Flipped all the way down ice. It's going to be icing on the Old Abes with 13:43 remaining in the second. Whether you are buying or selling, turn to the Jesperson Group at C21 Affiliated. They have a pulse in the local real estate market, and they can help you with both existing homes and new builds. They can also assist you through each step of the process. That is Jesperson Group at C21 Affiliated.
Now you're looking to generate some type of offense here. Huskies, they're getting in zone time. The Abs are getting the pucks, and they're getting them out, but they're not getting them to their own sticks. Nice to see them do some slashing, cutting across, picking up pucks off the wall and putting pressure on the Huskies. The Huskies are looking for a lot of stretch passes here. The problem with stretch passes, it's usually one-on-one, one-on-two. Halverson got away with a hook there.
Thrown right out front. There's a shot. And Abear came up big with the save. Another shot. That one coming from Magnuson that pinballed its way in toward the net.
Halverson making me look bad after I just talked about, but he got away with a hook. Abe's defenseman went down. That's how they were able to keep the puck in the zone.
Flipped over to the near side and played up by Hayes. Connor battling for the puck for the Old Abes. Hayes will work it to the far side and then get it back. Knocked away by Eastwold. He then didn't get all of that shot. Now the Abes work it to neutral ice. Flannery will steer it in deep. Change for Memorial. Huskies play it up. Woolley's got it. Knocked off his stick. Beglinger gains the zone. He's got a man out front. Gets it to him. And Flannery denied on the back end by Landon Ivey.
Nice quick give him though there. Kick it out to Flanagan. Settled for that shot, backhand at the net. If he makes a cut, maybe he gets a little space, gets Ivey to open up his legs a little bit. Stuff the 5-holer go around him. But that again all started because Magnuson came up and pinched when he really didn't need to, play the 2-on-2 back.
Huskies get it out to neutral ice. Miles Olson spinning in his own zone. Works the puck free. Now Beglinger on the far side. Now cuts to the middle. Beglinger. His shot deflected. Abes had Duffenbach going towards the net. He just couldn't get his stick on the puck. Huskies carrying in with Haskamp. Turned away. Now leading the rush the other way comes Beglinger. He'll throw it in deep. Nolan Menard going after it. And played out of the zone and all the way down, and that's going to be icing on the Huskies.
Be nice to come out with a pair. At that time, Haskamp had the puck. If he just, again, flattens out, gets wide, he doesn't have to try and beat that 1-on-2 situation. He can keep moving, let his buddies come up and help him. Throw it on net, look for a rebound, or drive it wide, hit a trailing guy.
Face-off won by the Old Abes. Here's Lossman. Plays it into the far corner. Wonky poking it free. Garrett Stang will play it up the boards, but not out. Held in by the Abes. Far side. Shot by Lossman, deflected high off the glass.
So if you look here, Bob, Abes have gone to essentially a 3D forecheck. They're going to keep a third forward out on the blue line with the defenseman, with the ability to crash down when you have an opportunity like Schemberger did right there. Otherwise, first two guys, they really don't have rules. They're just going to go hunt the puck and finish checks and try and create turnovers.
Abes get a turnover on the one-timer. Halseth shot high.
Which is interesting because essentially it's a defensive forecheck, but it creates offensive opportunities because two guys know they have to go hard to create the turnovers. And by having that third guy over the top up high, you allow your guys to crash down.
Troutline to Schemberger. Wanted to go cross ice. Wonky pushed it wide. Halseth. Cross ice pass. Lossman the shot. I think that rang off the
outside
post,
yeah,
on that far side. Poke free by Barrick Woolley. Now a race for the puck. Woolley throws it right through the crease. Nobody was there in a white jersey. Huskies hold the zone. Wanted to get it back to Woolley. He would have been in all alone on the goaltender, Hebert.
Yeah, Halverson had him. He just missed him.
Cam Mosler battling for the puck. Along with Mason Flannery of the Old Abes. Parker works it free. Now Tillman. Deflected into the zone by Halverson. Troutline takes a bump down low. Abes played up the near boards. Huskies collect. Good poke check there by Tillman. He's taken down, and we're going to get a penalty on Eau Claire Memorial, and it comes with 9:25 remaining in the period.
Great read there by Tillman. He got the poke, tried to get around, and Troutline got caught flat-footed. He stuck his stick out, and penalty on the Abes. Flannery was begging for one too, but he cut across. It looked like he lost his edge more so than getting hooked or tripped. Either way, last time Huskies were on the power play, they took them 25-30 seconds. The Abes have to be aware that they're going to look to run what they're going to do, which is get it up high and look to come out of the corner.
Each team now with 2 penalties. Krushke can't get it out of the zone. Cam Mosler. Parker play catch. Now they go cross ice. Good looking wrist shot by Ty Hotz. Connor Hebert with a nice glove save.
And if you're going to give something up, I always tell you're going to give something up, you give that shot up outside the dots, outside the top of the circle. Hotz is coming in there. He's got to shoot to score or shoot for the rebound. Tough to beat high school goalies with a shot from that far out.
Minute 48 to go in this Northman advantage. Stang working for the puck. Trying to wedge it free for the Huskies. Lazat now will play it out to the point, and Parker. Near side Cam Mosler. Down in the corner, nice little touch pass. Huskies wanted to feed the point. Abe's able to clear.
It looks like, so they're going to move everything through Mosler. He's going to get the puck on the side. He's going to dictate where it goes. He's like he threw it across the Hots on that one. Ran the give and go earlier.
Huskies gain the zone. Here's Lazat. Drop pass. Shot deflected just high over the net. Abe's able to clear.
The Huskies are going back. They're going to start to make changes here. Second unit's coming out.
Abe's get some fresh penalty killers out there. We're down to 55 seconds to go in the Northman advantage. Halstead trying to chop it out of the zone. Huskies hold the zone. Cam Mosler now. Mosler drops it back to Parker. That shot whistled high. That was Hotz. Wonky putting some pressure on Parker. Down to 30 seconds to go in this power play. Hotz will drop it back. Cam Mosler shoots right on, and Connor Hebert makes the save.
You got Woolley.
Woolley,
yeah. He plants himself net front there. He's going to get in front of Hebert's eyes. That one he got caught. He slid over a little bit, and Hebert was able to see that. It hit him right in the Emerald Abe logo. That's a beautiful logo, isn't it, Bob?
I think you take some credit for that, don't you?
Beautiful, isn't it?
Okay.
Just the way it pops like that.
I gotta say, Mike, not to be disagreeable, but I like the Eagle logo. That's a solid one. And in fairness, I have to say I like the Husky logo too.
Yeah, they have different setup here. The dog is gone.
It's a full-size hockey-playing dog is what you got. But a good uniform matchup, got to say. Easy to read numbers. That's key for us.
Yes.
Abe's able to kill off that penalty.
And if you're the Abes, you're happy with that. A couple shots, and your goaltender made the save. Now you're looking to get some offense out of this.
Schemberger feeds it ahead, gets the return pass. Schemberger, they score! Nicely done by the Old Abes, and they have tied the game one apiece.
And it all started in their own zone. You talk about it all the time. All it takes, a breakout leads the power play, or it leads the scoring chances. You have a good breakout. That was the first stick-to-stick we've seen in a while. Flannery chipped it out to Schemberger, who threw it over to him. Flannery could have driven wide and taken the shot. Instead, he pulled up, waited for help. Schemberger came in. Nice little saucer pass to him. Schem gave him a little fake. Ivy bit, and then he beat him low short side. Tied 1-1, 6:55 left in the second period.
For Luke Schemberger, his 7th goal of the season comes on the power play.
That's almost half of the Old Abe's goals, right? It's 19 goals, it's close to half. I'm not very good with math, as you know, but over a third. Would I be correct in saying over a third?
I think you could, yeah, that works.
Okay, there's your answer. Sometimes you score on the power play, and the Huskies had 3 or 4 good shifts out of their power play goal. Abes get a kill. They come out, they score one right after the kill. Now let's see how the Huskies answer.
Yeah, it was good hard work on that far side by Schemberger to knock that puck free.
Yeah.
Teammate filled the lane, they executed the give and go, and puck's in the back of the net. 1-1 hockey game. Easton Parker now back behind his own net. Abe's trying to pinch. The Huskies able to play it forward. The guy is kind of jammed up along that far side. Cam Mosler collected for the Huskies. Mosler on the rush. Knocked into the corner, but the Huskies hold the zone. Working hard for it, Gronimus. Poked free by the Abes, and Krushke will play it behind the net. Cole Ottoman. Pass off the stick of Beglinger. Now Parker shoots. Hebert did a really nice job of just holding that post. Halverson now will play it to the open wing and then just get it back. Lane Connor taking a pop down there by one of the Huskies. Loose out front, whistle blows. Now we got some guys mixing it up, something we have not really seen in this edition of the North Memorial rivalry. We've seen games, Mike, where sometimes it's feisty from the get-go. Tonight, not so much.
No, that all started a little bump in the corner. Moser clean check, finished his check on Hayes, and then the puck squirted around, and Magnuson threw a body on, and then a little push and shove, and just two teams talking about making sure, hey, let's keep everything clean. Let's play hard, play between the whistles. Refs got in early. No harm, no problem.
Well, and I'd imagine both coaching staffs are going to talk about, guys, let's stay out of the box as best we can, because you've got 2 goals. Both have come on a power play.
You got the Huskies. See, they're going to crash down too, which means, as we've talked, the middle's wide open.
Matt Wonky trying to carry in and gets the puck into the zone. Now here's Wonky behind the net, taken away by the Huskies. Schemberger dishing out a check. Schemberger now pokes to Wonky. Wanted to get it back to Schemberger.
Wonky's had the puck on a stick a couple times. He's got to make quicker decisions with the puck.
Puck down low, Schemberger has it. Poke free by the Huskies. Held in at the point by Hayes. Pecor goes back for the Huskies. Plays it to neutral ice and Lazat. Lazat got the scoring started back in the first period for the Huskies with the power play goal. Centering pass, couple opportunities, chipped up and over the net. The Huskies doing some good work deep in the zone.
Throwing the body around, getting their sticks involved, create the turnovers. Abe's defenseman came around the net with one hand on a stick. You got a forechecker of the Husky with 2 hands on your stick. I don't know about you, Bob, but 2 beats 1 all day long.
I've heard that.
Yeah. And, that's part of what the Huskies are doing right now. They're getting that second guy where they haven't early in the period and a little bit later in the first period when they're doing their long chips and dumps. Now they're getting that second guy, that second-tier guy to the puck.
Face-off won by the Huskies. Mosler the shot. He's trying to pick that upper left corner. Parker will send it back in. Delayed offside. Huskies have to touch up. Played up the near boards. Abe's skating out now with Flannery. Flannery takes a look. Seymour holding the zone in the high slot. Seymour shot deflected just wide. Connor along the boards. Looking to play it deep. Knocked away by the Huskies. Now they start the other way. Halverson fires right on. Hebert made the first save, gave up the rebound, and pounced on it. Covering up to force a face-off with 3:23 to go in the second.
The kid looks comfortable. You know, he's made some good saves, made the simple saves look easy, and he's made some tough saves as well. Second period, there's definitely been a lot more rubber thrown down at the old Abe goaltender than the Huskies goaltender. Ivy's got to maybe move around a little bit. He's going to get a little bit stale back there.
Abe's will steer it around and they get it out of the zone. Now a race for the puck. Huskies going to get there first. Eastwold will pick up the puck, dump it in deep. Kruschke. Turned over by the old Abes. Huskies trying to jam it in. There's a shot that got deflected just wide. Boy, great look there by Caden Magnuson. Now here's Matt Wonky. 1-on-3. Wonky somehow keeps the puck on his stick, throws it right on front to Schemberger. Ivy covers up, and then Schemberger takes a pop.
And they're going to get a undisciplined penalty there. The Huskies are going to go to the box. It looks like Eastwold's going to go for roughing. Schemberger was in front, jammed at the puck. Two hands on your stick coming across on the guy's back is going to get called all day long.
So Eddie Eastwold to the box.
Now, the last time the Abes were on the power play, it was in the first period, and the Huskies attacked all over the place. Be curious to see on the adjustments here, Bob.
Schemberger from distance. Ivy got just a piece of it. Puck hops the stick of Schemberger. He'll go back and retreat. Huskies with three players stationed by their own blue line. You got Lazat at the top here. Cross ice pass to Seymour. Puts on the brakes, loses an edge, and the Huskies able to flip that one down ice.
Yeah, when you're coming across the blue line on a power play, you have to drive the blue line. Get the puck. Your second and third guys, one goes behind the net, one goes to the corner. You can't come across the blue line soft. You throw a soft chip like that, you're going to get beat all day long.
Abes get it out to the point. Here's Carter Hayes. Hayes to Schemberger. They go cross ice. Seymour. Hayes the one-timer. Ivy just got a pad on that one.
I think Parker got that one with a skate, Bob.
Huskies can't clear. Hayes holding the zone. They flip it far side. Schemberger. Got Lazat playing without a stick now. Shot by Seymour. Save Ivy, and then you had Flannery poking around and trying to wedge that puck free.
And Mosler's talking to the referees saying, hey, the shot was there, the puck was sitting there. You can't jab your stick on the goalie's gut, which he's got a legit argument on that one for sure. Flannery, I think, got away with one there. 42 seconds left here on the power play. The Abe's second unit out.
Lossman gets it out to Kruschke. And the Huskies will dump it all the way down. 30 seconds to go in this Memorial man advantage. Just over a minute to go in the second period. We're tied one apiece. Each team a power play goal. Northcott's theirs in the first. Abe's answered in the second. Under a minute to go in the period. Kruschke gets it back. Flips it over to Troutline. Kruschke, the shot deflected. Wonky, the shot pushed it just wide. Huskies back at full strength. Now a race for the puck. Garrett Stang of the Huskies looking for reinforcements in a battle down there with Troutline. Now a loose puck. Halseth is going to get there first for the Old Abes. He's got Wonky out front. The pass a little bit behind Wonky. Final 20 seconds of the period. Woolley pokes it forward. Scooped up by Schemberger. Abes with Carter Hayes. They tried give and go on that far side. Played back in. Time winding down, but we will get a whistle and an icing with 4.5 seconds remaining in the second.
Oh, they had an opportunity there. Halseth, if he just keeps his feet moving, let the defenseman come to you, lay that puck out. Laid it out a little bit too early.
So what do you want to do here? 4.5 seconds remaining, face off in the offensive zone.
Honestly, if I'm the Huskies, I just need to win at 50-50. I just can't lose it clean. If I'm the Abes, I'm okay with a 50-50. You still have time to get it back to the point for a shot.
There's the 50-50 right there, Mike.
Yeah.
And that's going to do it for the second period. Old Abes get a second period power play goal by Luke Schemberger, and we are all even, Mike, heading to the third period.
Yeah, the first half, first 6-7 minutes, kind of blah, nothing really happening, and then penalty on each end, things opened up a little bit, and towards the end of the period, the Huskies definitely took advantage of the play, and they carried opportunities down in the offensive zone. Hebert with quite a few stops. We'll see if our production meeting guy can get a hold, McLaughlin, if he can get a hold on how many shots on goal there were that period.
Well, or we could just yell over the edge here.
No, we can make him work for it.
Well, that's right.
I mean, he's the inside scoop, right?
Hey, you're always, no matter what happens, you will always be Shane's coach.
He's our
right. I mean, it's the same thing. I think of the guys that I played for. They will always be my coach. Doesn't matter how old I get
I suppose
all that. So
even though he's let's call him this. He's our Adam Schefter.
Right? Yes, that's right. He's the insider.
Yeah, he's got
high school
3
hockey
cell phones
insider.
going right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Mike and I will take an extended break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for period number 3. It's a good one, crosstown showdown. Huskies won, Old Abes won. And you're watching it live right here on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
We're back with Better Halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
Hi, and welcome to Balanced Health by Dana. My name is Dana Besson, nurse practitioner for over 18 years, and I am here to help you achieve optimal health. Do you struggle with anxiety, unexplained weight gain, brain fog, joint aches or pains? I specialize in bioidentical hormone replacement therapy.
Schedule a tee time today at Whispering Pines Golf Course in Cadoc. This 18-hole course requires your full bag of gloves. It's challenging but fair and always well manicured. Hit the driving range and putting green to get warmed up. After golf, step into the clubhouse for homemade pizza, wings, burgers, and a large selection of appetizers that will keep you coming back. Then stay and watch the games on the big screens. Whispering Pines is a great place to hold your next golf or non-golf event. Whispering Pines Golf Course on County X at Cadoc, just a short drive east on 29 from Eau Claire.
Hey Fleet Farm fans, you asked, we listened. You wanted lower prices, you got them. In-store, online, we drop prices everywhere. Lower prices on summer favorites like Liquid Pool Shock, Griller's Gold Barbecue Pellets, and Airhead Towables. Lower prices on big name pet care like Purina Tidy Cats. Lower prices on Valvoline motor oils, all because you said so. Look for the bright green price drop signs to find new lower prices on everything you need for everyday life. Only at Fleet Farm.
Your business security not so secure? It's time to send an SOS to SOS Security in Eau Claire. With SOS's total business control system, you can lock doors, turn off lights, control thermostats, and more, all from the convenience of your smartphone. Contact us today and we'll design and install a custom business automation system for you. We'll even give you $100 off a new or upgraded system. From concept to completion, your business is secure with SOS Security.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile. Call us to set up your free consultation today.
The new Gross Motors Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram Truck Showroom and Service Center is now open. Check out the new Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram Showroom, Lounge, and Service Center. Rows and rows of vehicles, the best selection around, and a friendly, knowledgeable staff to help you through the buying process. Gross Motors in Neillsville now has the largest Chevy, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealership in central Wisconsin, all in one spot on Highway 10 in Neillsville.
Hey, it's Brian Butch, former college and professional basketball player. Abbey Bank is helping provide local families in need with a meal this holiday season, and you can double your impact. Abbey Bank will match all monetary donations for a total of $2,000 made through the Wausau and Weston Abbey Bank locations by Friday, December 12th. All donations will go to Peyton's Promise in Marathon County. For more information, visit abbeybank.com. Happy holidays from all of us. This ad is sponsored by Abbey Bank, member FDIC.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
We're back with Better Halves. Jane is looking for a better health plan. Jane?
I need someone who'll make time for me. So, how would you two get to know me?
You want time? I'll keep you on hold all night long.
He sounds gross.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I won't treat you like a number. I've got award-winning service and coverage made just for you.
Now that's better. Next up, networks.
We're back at Hobbs Ice Center in Eau Claire, getting set to start period number 3, the Crosstown Showdown. And it's Eau Claire Memorial 1, Eau Claire North 1. Bob Pradovich, Mike Schwengler with you. Power play goals has been the story, Mike. North got theirs in the first period. It was Colin Lizotte getting the goal, and then Memorial answering on a Luke Schemberger power play goal in the second. What can we expect in the third?
Well, if you're both coaching staffs, unless there's major changes. The Abes made a slight adjustment for 2 shifts, running 3 guys high and pinching hard down the wall, and then they kind of changed back out of that once they got their game tire. Huskies they're gonna collapse hard. They're gonna get the puck in. They're gonna collapse. The big thing, my biggest concern for the Eau Claire North is if you're going to send a guy down hard, number one, he has to seal the wall. That puck cannot get by you, and you have to have top support. That forward has to get over the top. The Abs have had chances to get pucks out in open space, and they've missed them. But there are 2-on-1 opportunities all over the ice. If you're the Huskies, you'd like to see a little bit more continuation on a line rush. 1 versus 2 isn't going to get it done. And I get that they want to dump the puck and go after it, but if you can make a pass, find some open ice and have a guy jump up and fill, you're going to get chances as well. And we know the old A's Achilles heel has always been playing down low in their end. They tend to lose guys, and they don't pin their guys against the wall. So that's been a problem to look for. But goaltending-wise, both goaltenders have been solid. They've both given up 1, and they've made some nice saves when they've been tested.
I would definitely agree on all of that, Mike, and especially the goaltenders. You had Connor Hebert, a surprise starter, just a freshman. After the expected starter, Luke Madsen tweaked something in the pregame warm-up. So Hebert's come in and he's acquitted himself very well, and you can say the same for Landon Ivey over in the North Net, who stepped in. He's seen some playing time this year, but at the same time, boy, he looks solid.
Well, and Ivey, he came in, and I think it was a second crosstown game last year where the Abs got up 4-5, and then they made that goalie switch, and he played very well that third period.
Yeah, that he did. So we are underway here, period number 3 from Hobbs Ice Center. Both student sections representing well. Matt Wonky for the Old Abes, able to win the puck free. Wonky trying to go to the backhand. Knocked off his stick. Back the other way now comes Lizotte. Lizotte will take a bump from Schemberger. Throws it in deep. Lossman gets sandwiched down there. Takes a pop from Lizotte. Lossman, it's another pop from Lizotte. And those two go to the ice. That shot off the side of the net. Huskies with some zone time here, but Wonky tips the puck free.
And there, it telegraphed it. Wonky made the chip, but Halseth's late in reacting. He's got to get over the top of that puck. They got a 2-on-1, possibly a breakaway there.
Line change for the Huskies. Abe's trying to send a guy deep. Husky is coming back. Held in the zone by Cam Mosler. Rimmed around to the far side. Connor poked off his stick. Tillman to Halverson. Connor interrupted that with his stick. Now the lead pass. They flip it near side. Seymour. Wyatt Seymour gets bumped off the puck. Good back check there by the Huskies.
Both times there, Halverson on one end and Seymour on the other. Yes, you have time, but once you make your cut, you either got to make a pass or you got to make your cut and get the shot on goal. You can't sit with it because guys are coming after you. They're chasing the puck.
Troutline to center ice. Flannery off his stick. Back the other way come the Huskies. Driving wide side. Big save by Connor Hebert.
That one, Magnuson, Bob. He took it wide. He had Halverson trailing in the slot. Drop it to him. Beautiful scoring chance there. He tried to stuff it short side, but he had him wide open.
Troutline hemmed in down low by Gronimus. Gronimus pokes it free. Throws it out front. Shot by Eastwall. Didn't get a ton on it, but it was a tricky little roller. The puck rolls down to the other end. And we get an icing on the Old Abes, and it comes with 14:43 remaining in the third. It's a new year, make it a new you with help from Balanced Health by Dana, offering hormone replacement therapy and customized medical weight loss programs. It's a new year, time to improve your overall well-being. Go to balancedhealthbydana.com today.
We haven't seen
more information.
Sorry, Bob, we haven't seen a lot of this, but you're looking at it right here. Line change, huge. Huskies get last change. They got their number one. The Apes are out their third line. Huskies came back with their top line.
It was a really nice shot by Cam Mosler that was kicked out by Connor Hebert. Wonky giving chase for the Old Abes. Easton Parker gets there first, plays it over to Mosler.
A sneaky move there, the Abes. I didn't see Schember. He was on the bench. He must have got on when the ref turned his head because he was not out there initially on the foul.
No, he certainly was not. Here's Parker, the shot. Stick save by Hebert.
Easton Parker there, you'd like to get that puck on the goalie's pads. If it's on the stick, he has an easy chance to deflect it to the corner. Get it on the pads, make him play it, create chaos in front.
Puck battle down low. Huskies trying to jam it in. Couple opportunities. And the goaltender, Hebert, covering up.
I like the way Moser's all over the place, right? And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I mean, he's hunting pucks. He's trying to create some offense. But when you take their top defenseman and you put him down below the goal line, that means a forward who doesn't necessarily skate backwards very often, hence being a forward, is out on the blue line. If the Abes would quit switching sides and come up the strong side, hit that guy up the wall, chip it to the guy in the middle, there's opportunities all over the ice.
Halverson. Huskies throw it right out front. Woolley had a shot on it. Hebert trying to find it. And he covers up. We get another whistle. Well, the Huskies have done a good job in this period, just kind of holding the zone and just trying to cycle it by, just kind of throw some pucks toward the net.
I mean, they're running quick, simple little give and goes out of the corner, and the Abes are turning. They're following the puck. You make a pass, they're turning. Stay with your guy. Everybody should have a guy in the zone, and that's not happening. They're turning and they're chasing the puck. And they got caught on the first goal. They almost got caught there.
Face-off win for the Huskies. Hayes trying to work it free for the Abes. Woolley throws it out to the point. Shot comes on. And Hebert will hang on to the puck again.
Well, face-offs are definitely leaning towards the Huskies' way. The first period, the Abes won predominantly, I would say 60-70% of the face-offs. Second period, the Huskies started winning more. They dominated here early in the third.
Abes win that face-off, play it lead. Lossman will flip it out ice. Chasing after it is Flannery. Played up the near boards, but not out. That shot by Seymour. I think it clocked Woolley right in the helmet. Carter Hayes. Puck winds up on the stick of Flannery. Quick shot. Landon Ivey makes the glove save.
Ivey got down low. Flannery threw that shot on net. He was able to get his glove on that. Mason takes a look. He has an opportunity. Fake that shot, get him to go down, and look to throw it up top. Easy to say, tough to do.
So a face-off in the Huskies' end this time. Cotter to take the draw for the Abes. Face-off win for Memorial. A shot blocked by Eastwald. He heads the other way. Troutline trying to cut him off. Eddie Eastwald the shot. Rebound, backhand. Couple opportunities for the Huskies. Mosler's shot gets deflected high and into the rafters.
Both big shot blocks there. One Eastwood on the Huskies' end. You can't bury your head and just throw the puck. You got to find the open guy, move your feet. On the other end, puck come back out high. I think Mosler had the puck, and Abes were able to get out on that, block that shot too. Any shot that doesn't get through to your net is a good shot block. Bob, have you ever heard that one?
I have heard that, yeah.
And if you want to win games, you got to block shots. You got to sacrifice your body to help your team out.
Shot by Cam Mosler. Save Connor Hebert.
It sounded like there was a whistle. They won the faceoff and nobody moved. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I noticed that too.
And everybody stopped. And
Mosler kept playing.
Yeah, he kept playing.
As did the goaltender.
Yeah.
Parker will play it back in. Huskies have to touch up. Abes through it far side. Here's Matt Wonky. Hemmed in over there by Cam Mosler. Flipped up. Lazat had it momentarily. Now played into the zone by Garrett Stang. Thrown around the near boards. Abes poke it free. Now Halseth starts the rush. 3-on-2. Halseth looks, shoots. Just wide.
You got your leading scorer going to the back door. You probably want to throw that over there, give him a chance to make a play.
Huskies poke the puck free. Now an opportunity. Cam Mosler the shot. That one over the crossbar. Halverson trying to get wide. Taken into the boards by Lossman. Abes will throw it around. Lossman will sweep it back to the other side. Too far for Krushke. Abe's able to clear. Tillman collects at neutral ice. Sent in by Parker.
That linesman's going to need to ice tonight. He caught that one right on the back of the knee.
Poke free by the Abes. Carson Halseth wanted the centering pass to Seymour. Puck scooped up. Flannery trying to drive to that far side. Knocked off the puck there is Wesley Tillman on a good back check there for the Huskies. Bennett Pecor plays it ahead. Here's Barrick Woolley. Woolley gains the zone. Gets to the forehand. Miles Olsen got a stick in the way. Now Flannery at neutral ice. And that one's offside as Beglinger entered the zone before the puck did.
Anytime, like we talk, anytime you can keep the puck away from your goaltender, that's less of a scoring chance there. Huskies, Parker pinched down the wall, didn't have support. They got the pop out, 3-on-1. The Abes got nothing out of it. Right there, Huskies come out of the zone. Woolley comes out. Lane Connor, I believe. All he has to do is get in front of him, right? You don't even have to hit the guy. Just get in front of him and stop him from moving. That play is dead at the blue line. Maybe you get a turnover instead. The puck gets in the zone. They get a shot on goal.
Abe's trying to pinch on that far side. They do hold the zone. Seymour takes a bump on that far side. Seymour now collects. Throws it out to the point. Held in there by Cole Oneman. Oneman around a check. Oneman from a sharp angle. Ivy got a piece of it. Out to the point. Seymour trying to carry. Gets to Flannery. Flannery, a little drop pass. Krushke the shot. Ivy got a piece of that one as well. Abe's now trying to jam one in from a sharp angle, and Ivy makes the save, and an Abe's player got dumped right out front. That was Flannery. Looking around at the officials saying that could be something.
Yeah, Kate Magnuson got him with a high one a little bit late, and he was smart enough. He didn't stand over him. He knew he got him, and he kind of turned around, skated behind the net, went to the corner, and got off the ice. You'd call that a veteran move, Bob.
Yeah, I'd say so. Shot from up top. Kicked out of there by Ivy. That got through a lot of traffic. Abe's with Lossman. Able to dump it down deep. Mosler. A backhand flip to Parker. Pass to the near side. Stang carries it. Garrett Stang the shot. He went for the near post. Didn't miss by much.
Yeah, he had it. He just missed a spot. Good strong move. Cut to the middle. Quick shot on goal.
Out to the point. That was knocked out of the air by Troutline. Woolley gets it into the zone. Old Abe's interrupt that. Now they throw it the far side. Off the stick of Nolan Menard, so no icing. Abe's got some new skaters on the ice. Here comes Hayes. Carter Hayes. Poke checked away. Wonky pokes it into the corner. Wonky has it now. Wonky takes a bump down there by Woolley. Parker picks it up for the Huskies. Easton Parker now sets up shop behind his own net. Cam Mosler will carry out. Mosler trying to get it to the forehand. He gets tripped up there. And they play on.
See there again, Mosler's going to drive. He's not going to cut to the middle and try and walk somebody through. He's going to get across the blue line and try and make his play. There, the Apes pinched that off. All five guys drifted down below the tops of the circles. Two guys, your winger's responsibility. One is the high defenseman. The other one is the high slot. If they're disciplined enough to hold up top of the circles, that chip right here is a 2-on-1. But you can't, you got to go to the hard areas to make plays, and you got to be able to hunt pucks. And right now they're trying to make fancy plays in the offensive zone, and I think one puck has gotten through. The Huskies are packing it in tight. They're looking for that pop out like this right here. Eddie
Eastwold gets on the brakes. Ronimus had it momentarily. Abe's throwing it to the near side. Seymour trying to poke it free, and he does. Neutral ice, Magnuson will play it in deep. Puck takes a sharp carom off those end boards. Krushke knocked off his stick. Centered out front. Here's an opportunity for the Huskies. Magnuson fired that one high.
Nice play by Magnuson stepping in front. Here he goes again.
Magnuson on the intercept. Abe's got in the way of that one. Seymour on the back check. Hahnemann going after it for the Abes. Steers it up the near side and out of the zone. Krushke will play it off the boards. Then he dishes out a big check right in front of the Memorial cheering section, which gets those youngsters all excited. However, the Abes ice the puck.
You know, Eastwood goes after, tries to finish the check. He gets knocked down. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, everybody hoots and hollers, but you stopped him from moving the puck and you forced an icing. To me, that's a great play by Eastwood. He's shaking his head because he got knocked down. That's a smart play. That's a good team play right there. Take the hit to make a play.
Ty Hotz trying to work it free for the Huskies. Pulled free by Schemberger. Over to Troutline, and now that one winds up in the Abe student section.
Now, Bob, you know, the familiarity with the Abes that we've done a few more games, obviously. There's 7 minutes and 15 seconds left. I understand with their injuries, two top six forwards, and they're filling in. But at what point, at some point here, you got to get Seymour and Schemberger back together. I mean, yeah, you're trying to hold serve with three guys. You hope they're defensively responsible. But what they're doing here isn't working. So they got to look at putting those two guys back together and create something. You need one goal. You know, change the tide.
Abe's unable to clear. Centered right out front. The drop pass. Where is the puck? It's in the back of the net. They score.
And there's your opportunistic chance.
Ty Hotz gets the goal with 6:52 remaining in the period. And the Huskies grab a 2-1 lead.
So that all started, they pushed it down low. And I don't know who it was, to be honest with you. Went to kick it, and it ended up bouncing around. But again, Ty Hotz's stick is on the ice going to the net, and you see the Abe's defender. Everybody's looking with their sticks up at their knees. It's not the puck that's going to score, it's the stick. Take away the sticks, and you shut that down.
With Ty Hotz with the goal, it's an even strength goal. First even strength goal of this hockey game. Now the Huskies gain the zone again. Bear Woolley. Huskies trying to center, jamming it out front. Abe's turned that aside. Some good goaltending there by Abear. Abe's coming back 3-on-3. Drop pass, Seymour, and we get a whistle.
Frustration is setting in with a few of these young guys in the big moments. A lot of palms up, looking at the referees. We would call that begging. But bottom line, you can't make a move at the blue line. And number two, you got to hold your water on the blue line. Drag your toe, cut across the blue line. That's the third time in this period where they've been caught offside on a chance for an odd man rush.
Going back for the Abes. It's Cole Hahnemann. Memorial trailing north 2-1. Abes nearly had a break there. Schemberger dishes out a check there on Colin Lazat.
On that one, if you want to play fast, you got to move the puck. You can't have four guys sitting on the blue line.
Wonky on the intercept. Around a check. Held up down low by Parker. A couple guys getting tripped up behind the Abes net. Hahnemann the shot. Kicked out of there by Ivy. Nobody could collect the rebound.
If you're the Huskies and you're going to give up that high shot, you got to turn and take away sticks. If you're the Abes, you got to get more traffic to the net.
Wonky deflects it in. Abes on a line change. They got the second line out there now. Abes can't clear. Huskies the shot off the post. Nearly jammed in the net by Gronimus.
That was a huge save by Connor Eber. That was a game saver right there.
Make a note of that one, coming with just over 5 minutes to go in the third period, keeping it a 2-1 hockey game. Played down low by the Old Abes. Puck battle right in front of the Huskies bench. Seymour working hard for the puck. Poke checked away. Some good work there by Haskamp. Out to the point. Here's Lossman. Far side. Carter Hayes, the shot. Blocker save by Ivy. And the Huskies ice it. That comes with 4:31 remaining in the third period.
The ability to play fast, try and catch North in an odd man rush. They chip the puck outside the red line. It rolls past the blue line. They have two guys on the puck. Abe's defenseman turned to the middle and got his pocket pick. They had a scoring chance with Hebert coming up big. You just turn and chip that thing off the wall, get it back out to center ice. That's where your forwards are coming from. That's where you're going to get your odd man chances.
Huskies pick up the puck in their own end. Now Woolley steers it far side. There's a shot right on. What a save, Hebert. Micah Halverson from point blank range. Had a broken stick right out in front of that Old Abe's net. Duffenbach now. Connor the shot. Ivy knocked it down with the glove, couldn't hang on. Now here come the Huskies. Here comes Woolley. Woolley will just play it deep into the corner. We're under 4 minutes to go in the third period. North 2, Memorial 1. Crosstown Showdown, the latest edition. This has been tight all the way through. Connor shoots that one in off a stick. Played up the far side off the stick of Lazat. Huskies able to carry in. Some good work by Garrett Stang on that far side. Now Troutline collects for the Old Abes. They had Wonky coming through the middle of the ice. Couldn't connect. Lazat to play into the zone, scooped up by Schemberger. Schemberger's pass to Wonky a little bit too far. As it did get off his stick. So no icing. Clock continues to move. Just over 3 minutes to go. Parker will carry in for the Huskies. Oneman picks it up for the Old Abes. Cole Oneman flips it. Here comes Flannery. Mason Flannery trying to get to the forehand. Flannery the shot that goes high. Played out to neutral ice. Lossman has it for the Abes. Flannery couldn't get that one through the wickets of Parker. And we get a whistle and a stoppage with 2:34 to go. Abes do have their timeout that they can take.
They do. It may not be a bad tie. Now we're down to 2:34. You still don't have your two top offensive guys together. Meanwhile, the Huskies have rolled their 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, sprinkled their third the whole game.
Played in deep by the Huskies. Now scooped up by Lossman. Lossman puts on the brakes. Held in by the Huskies. Shot by Woolley got deflected. Out to the point. Pecor the shot. Just enough traffic. Not sure that Hebert had a good look at that one. Pecor again. That shot, this is on the short side. Abes need to get it out, and they do.
If you're the Huskies, Bob, you're preaching everything in deep, get it below the goal line, play down low, don't feed the points, take away that block shot, keep the puck down low.
Halverson down low, feeds it. Defenseman came flying in that time. Actually, that was Stang coming down the slot. Loose puck picked up by the Abes. Seymour with just over a minute and a half remaining. Goaltender Hebert looking back at the Abes bench, wondering when he should come out. Abes played in deep with Krushke. Hebert still remains in the net. Schemberger has it. Abes finally gained the zone. Here's Wonky. Goaltender's out for the Old Abes. 6 attackers out there for Memorial. Out to the point. Shot by Miles Olsen didn't get through, and the Huskies will fire it all the way down. It caroms off the glass and out of play. Minute 2 remaining in the third.
The tough one for Woolley there. He's played a great game, but that one he got a little too high. He got over the glass. Abe's are going to call timeout, but the faceoff is going to stay in the offensive zone.
Well, let's talk a little strategy, Mike, for the old Aves. What's the goal here? What are you going to try to set up?
Well, okay, here's the hard part. They haven't gone harder after a puck the whole game, and you can't lose a faceoff clean, number one. If you do lose a faceoff clean, whoever's up top has to get over to the wall and shut that down from getting the rim to get out of the zone. Number 2, you have to outnumber. 3 and 4 guys need to get on the puck. Honestly, they haven't done a very good job on their faceoffs tonight. North has kind of been dominating in the third period. So you almost think, okay, maybe we double stack on the wall and double stack in front. That's 2-4, center's 5, 1 guy back. Push it forward, but then 4 guys have to go downhill. First guy body, second guy body, dig the puck out, and then North's going to collapse to the front of the net, and they're going to try and block everything that moves, which means feed the point, switch sides, get traffic, couple guys in front of the goaltender's eyes, couple guys on the side of the net. Sticks have to be down on your tips and turns to jam at pucks.
And for the Huskies,
they've done a decent job on faceoffs tonight. All they got to do is win a 50-50, get it to the wall. You can flip it out, or you can rim it around the boards and make an Abe defenseman get over to the wall. Otherwise, it's going to get out.
Face off to the left for the goaltender, Landon Ivey. Huskies win that face-off. Habes hold the zone. The Huskies will dump it all the way down, and there's an icing.
Yeah, I think Garrett Stang wishes, he's already talking. I shouldn't have done that. You hate to give another team another offensive face-off, but with that, he takes 3 more strides. He maybe has a chance to pop that in the net. Lossman's helmet comes off, so they're going to send him off. He's got to get off and change.
So Lossman heads off. Krushke comes on the ice.
Now, it was a soft chip up to the point on the last one, but no Abe's came over to help. 3 guys went to the net.
Face-off win by the Huskies, but the puck popped free, and who else but Matt Waukee, who always seems to be in the right places, had a little opportunity there.
That's his area of play. Hand went up. They got to be a little quicker if they want to get Lossman back out there. As soon as that whistle went, he's got to get out on the ice. Otherwise, he's going to get sent off for the last change.
52.2 seconds remaining in the third. Habes looking for the equalizer. Huskies hoping to hang on. Played down low. Flannery, the centering pass, kicked out of there. Wonky on the backhand. That goes wide. Great opportunity for Seymour. Shot from Hayes hit his stick. Schemberger battling for it.
Well, it's one guy battling against 2. You got a bunch of apes standing around watching to see one guy do the work.
Wonky picks up the puck, tries to play it in. Knocked out of the air by Flannery and back out of the zone. Abe's running out of time. They'll have to touch up. Played down deep. Mosler. Cam Mosler will take it into the corner. He'll just pin it up against the boards. Time winding down. The countdown is on. Centering pass right out front, but the North Huskies hang on to defeat the Old Abe's by a score of 2-1. It's a group of happy Huskies. They get the win in this edition of the Crosstown Showdown. It's a pretty solid hockey game for the North Huskies, Mike.
Well, yeah,
played well defensively.
Complete team effort in all 3 phases, and they had some letdowns, but Landon Ivey made some big stops, and you hold Abe's to 1 goal. They had some chances, but they got some clears, and they settled things down. And you look at the coaching staff, and they're looking down, not a big deal, just another game. But, inside their hearts are racing, their guts are churning. It's a big win for their program. It's been a while since they've gotten one, so a good hard-fought battle by both teams. If you're the Abes, the slide kind of continues. You got to figure out a way to right the ship and maybe get some guys healthy, but until then, hard work solves everything. And if you're the Huskies, there's a big win for your program going forward. Now you're getting back into conference play. This maybe is something that they'll need to propel themselves forward.
With the win, the North Huskies improved to 6-5-0 overall, 2-2 in the Big Rivers Conference. Memorial drops to 4-9 overall, 3-2 in the BRC. Mike, it was a hard-fought game. It never really went over the edge. No. It wasn't chippy. There wasn't a lot of yapping. It was just good, hard, clean hockey. Both teams played well. I think what I liked about North is that they kind of stuck to their game plan, and they got some really solid play, especially out of those top two defensemen, Cam Mosler and Easton Parker, just very, very solid, very steady.
Well, and their young guys contributed. Halverson was all over the ice in the offensive zone. He had 2 or 3 good chances to score. Pecor, we didn't call his name much. In my opinion, if you're a young defenseman and we don't have to call your name, that means you're doing your job. You're moving the puck, you're making simple plays, and you're doing what you need to do to gain that ice time. On the other side, the Abes, they're young too, and their young guys, they got to figure out that you can't stand and watch. You got to keep your feet moving. You got to work harder than the opposition, and time will tell if that message will sink in or if that message is being hammered home. But you look at Nick Madsen, didn't play tonight. The Abes didn't miss anything there. Connor Habler had a great game, and he deserved, obviously, the start, and he played well enough to help his team try and win the game. Landon Ivey, first start against the old Abes in a crosstown rival. He's a senior. He pulls off a big win, and happy for him and happy for the Huskies.
Both these teams will be in action tomorrow night. Huskies will be right back here at Hobbs to host Menominee in a Big Rivers Conference matchup. Eau Claire Memorial will head over to Wausau, and they've got a game with Notre Dame Academy. Coming up next is the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield Curtis or at nasonvilledairy.com. That's coming up next. You've been watching boys high school hockey on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right, welcome back to Hobbs Ice Center in Eau Claire. Eau Claire North defeating Eau Claire Memorial 2-1. We got some of the Husky standouts tonight. We got goaltender Landon Ivey. We got Ty Hotz, who had the game winner, and Colin Lizotte. Let's start with you, because you got that goal in the first period, and that allowed you to play from ahead. How much of a boost did that give you?
It's always huge to get ahead right away, you know. It's easy to play, I feel, when you're ahead, and then it's really good, get the guys going, get the fans going, obviously, too. So I feel like that behind us really helps us. at the start spark us.
Ty, let's turn it over to you. You know, anytime you play the old Abes, it's going to be close, it's going to be back and forth. But how did that play unfold that you got the game winner there kind of midway through the third?
You know, we set it up down low really well. Shot came off the far pad and sitting on the doorstep, knocked her home.
Landon Ivey, goaltender, you quickly got out of your pad, so congratulations on that. But it just seemed like you were pretty calm back there. You were seeing the puck, and your defenseman did a nice job of just kind of clearing everything going. How ready were you for this start tonight?
I came into this game with a lot of confidence and just felt ready the whole night, especially with my D, how much they're helping me.
All right. Let's talk about that defensive effort, because it was everybody. It was your D guys, it was the forwards back checking. How important was that tonight?
It was very important. They were very aggressive in the O zone. Just try to get pucks out as fast as you can, create a opportunity in their zone.
And you're right back at it tomorrow night here at Hobbs. Obviously, this is going to feel good, but how quickly do you have to turn the page now?
We just got to keep going with this momentum here. You know, we've lost a couple of close ones that we probably should have had, so we got to keep our momentum with this one and just keep moving forward through the season, win a couple more big games like this.
All right, you guys are in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House. Do you know how this works? All right, I'm going to hand you, okay, you each say your name, and then together you say, we're in the house. All right, so I'm going to hand you the mic. I'm going to get out of the way as soon as Dominic comes up.
I'm Ty Hotz.
I'm Colin Lazat.
I'm Landon Ivey.
And we're in the house.
Thank you, gentlemen. Congrats. Good luck tomorrow night. We'll see you down the road. All right, the North Huskies victorious tonight over the Memorial Old Apes. We thank you for watching tonight on Zaleski Sports. Our crew will be at the Eagles Nest tomorrow night. Girls basketball should be a good one. Rice Lake, Eau Claire Memorial. Dave Sparger will join us to provide color commentary for that one. For our producer, videographer Dominic Millay and color commentator Mike Schwengler, I'm Bob Radovich saying good night from Hobbs Ice Center in Eau Claire.